Hello everyone. Now let's start the last topic of this chapter, which is final accounts. Final accounts, the same chapter which we were doing in our 11th standard. So this is actually very simple. Here we'll understand how the 11th sole proprietor final accounts is mixed with partnership. Let's look at it. Students, there is actually less possibility that such question will come from this chapter in board examination, but for our real life this is very important. Okay? The final accounts of a partnership firm are prepared in the same way as those are prepared for a trading concern, with just one difference. And what is the difference? Which relates to the distribution of profit among the partners. We already know, I have told you in previous lectures, that in partnership final accounts we do prepare trading account, we prepare net profit P&L account, but from P&L account directly, instead of going to balance sheet, what we will do, we will prepare a P&L appropriation account. So that's what is written here. After preparing trading and profit and loss account, the net profit or net loss is transferred to an account called profit and loss appropriation account, as discussed earlier in this chapter. As you know, all adjustment in respect of interest on capital, interest on drawings, partner's salary, partner's share of profit and loss, interest on partner's loan, I just told you this will not come here, are made through the P&L appropriation account. This is done in order to distinguish between results of operation of business and distribution of the profit among the owners. The preparation of final accounts and the profit and loss account appropriation account is clarified with the help of following illustration. Now, be very careful when we are doing this illustration. Let's see. Kapil and Vineet were partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio 3:2. The following balances were extracted from the books of accounts for the year ended 31st March 2006. So, see, we can see it's a trial balance. Whenever we see a trial balance, the first thing that we look at it is whether the totals are same or not. Okay? Now, let's see at the transactions. Capitals of Kapil and Vineet are given on the credit side, obviously 60,000 and 50,000. But even current account balance, credit balance is given. Okay? That means this one, Kapil, has a current, now this is okay, it's slightly up and down, we have to be very careful. Current account balance 2800, Kapil dash Vineet, here it is okay. Now see, all of you, you have to do this correction. This is this, Vineet's current account is nil. Then the balance of drawings are given. Kapil's drawing is this and like this we have to do. Then drawings are there 12,000, 8,000, okay. In fact, I guess this will just be here, okay. This is it. Both 2800 and 1600 are the current account balances, credit balances. Kapil and Vineet drawings 12,000 and 8,000. Stock, opening stock is given as 11,000. Purchase and sale, this one is purchase, this one is sale. Returns, purchase return, sales return. Wages, salaries, printing and stationery, bills receivable assets, bills payable liability, debtors, this one is debtor, this one is creditor, we already know this. Discounts given, discount received. Then rents and rates, bad debts, insurance charges, postage and telegram, salesman's commission, land and building, plant and machinery, furniture, then overdraft, this is bank overdraft, trade expense, cash in hand and cash at bank. We already know all these items and where they will go in our final accounts. This is super simple for us. So, let's see what are the adjustments. Do remember, here also the adjustments will have two effects, okay, and whatever is given in the trial balance will have one effect. Prepare the final accounts for the year ended March 31, 2006 from taking into consideration the following. Stock on 31st March 2006 was 18,000, Okay, this is the closing stock. We already know where this closing stock will go, on the credit side of the trading account as well as on the asset side. Then provision for doubtful debt is to be provided at 5% on debtors. Okay. Outstanding salaries were 1000, goods were rupees 8000 were destroyed by fire. We have done this adjustment in 11th standard. On 10th December 2005, the insurance company agreed to pay 7000 in full settlement of the claim. That means 1000 rupee is our loss, 7000 is receivable from the insurance company, and our stocks will be reduced by 8000. Then interest on capital is allowed at 6% per annum, and interest on drawings is also charged at 6% per annum. Couple is entitled to a salary of rupees 1200 per annum. Write off land and building at 5%, furniture at 10%, and plant and machinery at 15%. Really simple thing, but let's put it. Okay, I'll just discuss with you capitals. We'll have our formats ready, okay, of trading P&L and balance sheet. Where will the capital go? Capital will go in the balance sheet, 60,000 and 50,000 as opening. So let's see, this is trading, this is our P&L, current accounts, balance sheet. Now this is our capital, 60,000 and 50,000. The first thing we have already done. The next thing is current accounts, again 2800 and 1600. This will be opening balances. Now this opening balances will go where? Instead of directly going to balance sheet, we will transfer this amount in our partner's current account by balance brought down, 2800 and 1600. This is our opening balance of current account. Next thing is drawings, that is 12,000 and 8,000. Now we also need to remember there is interest on drawings, and like the same way interest on capital. So this drawing 12,000 and 8,000 in current account only, and this will reduce our balances. Okay. So 12,000 and 8,000, we have done this earlier also. So this is also posted once. Next thing is stock. This is opening stock, will come once, 11,000 in our trading account, opening stock. Trading and P&L account, opening stock, 11,000. Next is our purchase and sale, again 54,000, 8,000 trading account. The purchase 54,000, sales 80,000. Just below that, purchase return 1,500 and sales return 2,000. It was mentioned just before, below that. Okay, this is sales return, this is purchase return. Wages also trading account, salaries in P&L account 2,500 and 4,000. Let's check. Wages and salaries here. Okay. Printing and stationery 500 P&L, bills receivable asset side, bills payable liability side, debtors creditor asset liability. Discounts, okay, this is discount we have given, and this is the discount received. So P&L debit and P&L credit. Then rent and rates P&L debit, bad debts P&L debit, insurance P&L debit, postage telegram P&L debit, salesman commission P&L debit, land building asset, plant and machinery asset, furniture asset, but it also has depreciation. Do remember, overdraft balance sheet liability, trade expenses P&L debit, P&L debit, not trading debit. I am sure you know all this. Cash in hand and cash at bank, both are asset side. Now let's see, stock 18,000, two places, trading account, credit side, and assets in our balance sheet. Where is stock? Stock is here, 18,000. Okay, first adjustment is done, two effects are done. The thing is, next, provision for doubtful debt is to be provided at 5% on debtors. We have already written our debtors in our asset side. So these are our debtors, and 5% is 1800. We have reduced it, and this 5% will be added to our bad debts of, where are bad debts? Where are bad debts? Yeah. Bad debts, add new provision. There is no old provision given, so we will not subtract it. So, this is also, you know this as well. Next thing, yeah, outstanding salaries were 1000. So, we will add it in the salaries. So, salaries add outstanding as well as liabilities. Where is liability? Yeah, outstanding salaries 1000. Next thing, goods worth 8000 were destroyed by fire. Okay, 7000 was agreed in full settlement. So, 8000 full is our expense. We can write it here or we can reduce from the purchases as you want. Okay, then our only 7000 is recoverable. So, 1000 is our loss. So, loss due to fire and P&L debit 1000, 8000 minus 7000, and the 7000 will come on our assets. Insurance company, we expect 7000 from them. All these Chindi exam adjustments. Then let us come to interest on capital at 6% per annum. So, 60,000 and 50,000 was our 60,000 and 50,000 was our capital. So, 6% 3600 and 3000. Well, interest on capital will go two places, P&L appropriation, interest on capital expense for the firm 3600 and 3000, and also in the partners current account interest on capital 3600 and 3000. Two effects done. Then interest on drawings. Now, drawings were also given. We had written drawings there. Yeah. So, drawings were 12,000 and 8,000. 6% of 12,000 comes to 12,6 is 72. But why 360 is written? Because when I was teaching you interest on drawings, I told you when nothing is given, you do not know when the drawings were made. We always do half year. Okay? We assume that it was withdrawn equally during the year. So, here 12,000 multiplied by 6%, what you can write it as calculation, I am just telling you, 12,000 multiplied by 6% multiplied by 6 upon 12. This will always happen people when the drawings dates are not given. Okay? So, if we solve this, we do get 360. In here also, though the entire year's drawing is 580, no 480, yeah 480, 6 8 480 divided by 2, 240. So, interest on drawing here, and this is an income for the firm. So, in the firm interest on drawings for 6 months, got it. Let us see. Next thing, Kapil is entitled to a salary of 1200 per annum. Kapil is a partner. Okay. So, this salary will not go in P&L account, will not go in P&L, but will go where? In P&L appropriation account, salary to Kapil, and this will also go in Kapil's current account, salary. Okay. Then just a depreciation, I am sure you know this, land and building 5%, furniture 10%, plant and machinery 10%. So, in the balance sheet, land and building 5%, this 10 plant and machinery and furniture, this is 30,000 I guess. Then plant and machinery balance, let us look at it. 20,000, just check the total, I do not think so, either this should be 30 or that should be different. Okay. No other adjustment is given, right? Okay, no, plant and machinery is 15%, yeah, that is correct, that is correct. Okay. So, we have done this, the depreciations will go in our P&L account. Where is this? Depreciation, land and building, furniture, plant and machinery. Everything is done. Now, what is remaining? Just the totalings. Okay, we got to know the gross profit is 38,000, which we bought down 38,000. Then 39,500 is the total of credit side. We got to know according to this the net profit is 17,750. Now, instead of transferring this net profit to capital accounts, we will transfer it to P&L appropriation. So, 17,750 from here will go to P&L appropriation account 17,750. Then we will settle this P&L appropriation account, and we got to know the entire profit of 10,550, which was divided in 3:2, which was their profit sharing ratio. Okay. Now, from here the profits will go to there, instead of going to current capital account, it will go to current account, and this is how we will balance the current account, and we got to know the final current account balance of 1570 and 580, and the same current account balance will be written in the balance sheet, because it is a credit balance, it is written on liability. Had it been debit balance, we would have written on the asset side, and that is how our balance sheet is tallied. With this, guys, the chapter basically is over here. Now, what we will be doing in our further lectures, we will be solving all the unsolved questions given in the NCERT. Okay? Thank you so much.